Everyone, Shabby Gamer here, and welcome to just basically a quick episode. This is going to be a season preview for our Gibraltar project here on Foot Manager 2016. Now, of course, we did win Division 2, so we're now been promoted up to the First Division. That's what the table looks like at the moment. We have to play each team 3 times, and from what I can tell, it looks like all the games will take place on a Saturday, which is pretty good. Looks like we just had the entire stadium locked out all Saturday from midday all the way through till until obviously 10 o'clock when the 8 o'clock game kicks off. We do start the season against the champions Europa FC, and we've also been drawn in the first round of the Cup against Gibraltar FC as well. So it's going to be a difficult trial by fire sort of situation, I think. But yeah, let's have a quick look at what I've done in the closed season. So as you can see, we're going to start off at this side first. A few players disappeared out. Wakefield is out on loan at Mons Calp. Hopefully going to get a few more games there. Felice, Gretsch, Anderson, Amper, Poppy, Katakaza. Not people that we played a lot of. Of course, we brought in Poppy and Felice, and Ruiz should be on there as well. I think there's a few people. There we go. I released a few towards the end of last season as well. So there was, I think these ones, Mace, Ruiz, which was one of the older guys as well. He came in, didn't really do that much. We got rid of him. No one here. Salahaddin Bar has actually got a cap for Gibraltar, and he's been signed up by Europa Pegasus down in the second division anyway, so it's not too bad for him. But apart from that, nobody really that had made any sort of impact on the first team. The only ones that I think have gone, I think Paul Gretsch played quite a few games for us last season. Of course, he's now signed for Lions. He did play 8 games. Wasn't fantastic, and I think we have better players in that position. Anderson also played quite a few games for us. He's gone to Angels. He played 8 games, scored 2 goals. Again, not a fantastic player for us. Amper didn't really do much. Poppy had a couple of games. Katakaza scored a couple of goals very early in the season. Didn't really do much else apart from that. And then a few of the younger players that never really made much of it. Daniel Rogers is someone that just let go. They offered him a contract a few weeks back and he was done. Danny Frost is going to go on loan down to Europa Point. No, he's in. We are Europa Point. What the hell am I talking about? He's a decent looking player and he's going on loan to College 75. He did finish bottom of the second division. And they're going to give him quite a bit of first team football by all accounts. Now into the more important stuff. Players we've signed. So you can see a difference here. Like I've signed 5 and all of these are gone. And all of these are gone as well. So we've really reduced the size of our squad. We don't need the amount of players that the game started us with. We've got a much more compact squad this year. No deadwood. Everyone in the squad has a possibility of playing a few games this season. So let's have a quick look at these players individually then. So we've got Alain Pons. He is a left back. Pretty decent looking player. Not too bad actually. Pretty good. No, that's wrong. Okay. Kiesh restart. That's what I'm looking for. So yeah, there's pretty good attributes in what he needs. Acceleration could probably do with being beefed up a little bit. Concentration, yeah. He's got decent enough stats, and I think he will be a very, very good left back for us this season. We did sign him. He played for Red Imps last season in the second division. Didn't actually play that much for him actually. Only played 5 games, but he's a good player. I think he's going to get some decent matches for us this year. Then we've got Jean Carlos Garcia, who is a right back. And again, looks like a pretty decent player. He's also got 10 caps for Gibraltar. I think he might be one of their #1 choice right backs. But he looks like a pretty decent player. And I think we might get some good results out of him. We've brought one of the biggest players, apparently, according to the Gibraltar thing here. There we go. Lee Casiero. One of the biggest players. We brought him. And he looks very, very good. As you can see, he's on a part-time contract on £150 a week, which is one of our highest wages. 9 caps and even a goal for his country as well. So he's a very good player and I think he's really going to improve our attacking line this season. Very happy to get a hold of him. Neil Montegrifo. Now this is another great signing. Again, he's on a bit more money. He's on £110 a week. But this guy actually finished top of the assist rankings in Division 1 last year. So we've managed to get a hold of quite a very good player there. Really happy to get a hold of him. I can't believe I actually offered nothing to Gibraltar United. They accepted it and I signed him up on a contract. So I was really happy with that. And another really good player, Tristan Sargent. Look at him, 19-year-old. Very, very good stats. I think he's going to be a great centre midfielder. I thought we were a bit weak on centre midfielders. We had a couple, but we didn't have a lot. So brought another one in to boost it up and he looks very, very good. Now, one thing you may have just noticed while I was looking at this is that Lincoln Gibraltar has really had a little bit of a problem this season. Liam Walker, the best player in the country by a mile, has not kept with the club. He has decided not to stay with the club. I have tried to sign him myself, but as you can see, he does not want to join us. Obviously, he was a bit too big for Gibraltar. I also tried to go through some of these other ones as well. Adam Priestley, he's not actually that good, I don't think, but he doesn't want to sign for us. And Jake Gosling, we've got 16 caps. I didn't really want to sign him anyway because we've got quite a few left midfielders this season. So we did manage to get one of the bigger players there. As you can see, Gibraltar's actually gone up the world rankings as well. They're now 206th. Not because they've done anything well, but just because another few teams have dropped down to 0. So they're now joint, rather than being 210th, they're now joint 206th. So it's more by luck than judgment more than anything. And they do have a friendly coming up actually in a few days' time, which we are going to watch, I think. I think we might watch that as part of our very first episode. I think there's actually, I might just upload, there's 2 friendlies. I might just upload the 2 friendlies as an individual episode. So if you are interested in that, then you can keep an eye on it. If not, then you can just skip straight to the next episode. We will have the first few matches of our season. But I will tell you that we have had a few extra people called up for the Gibraltar squad now. Oh, we're already in it. We're already there. There we go. So if we go to the main screen now. So we've got our Callum McDonald again, who played in the last time. Tony Ball, of course, has had a few caps already. Tristan Sargent, our brand new signing's also been called up to the main squad. He's going to be getting his first cap. Steve Cooper, our defender we got last season, he had a very good end to the last season. He's been called up to the Gibraltar national side, as has Frank Evans, who was an absolute monster towards the end of last season. He came in as part of the youth academy, the youth intake, had 7 appearances, 1 goal, 4 assists, 2 man of the matches and a 7.96 average rating. He was fantastic. So those guys are going to be going up to the main show. Now I think we might keep up our same tactics for now. I'm worried we might get caught out a bit, so we could be in some problems. But apart from that, it looks quite good. Now let's just hit this, see what the assistant manager says. That's what the assistant manager says is our best setup at the moment, which is probably right. It means pushing Cortez up front, which is where we want to see him anyway. Last season he played a lot at left midfield, but having Casiero up here, he can play an inside forward attack. It makes him a bit stronger. And then obviously you can go to a winger, makes you stronger. And it looks like a pretty good team actually. We've got McDonald in goal as we did before. The Gibraltar #1 goalkeeper at the moment. He looks pretty good. He's going to be sharing that position, of course, alongside the other goalkeeper, who is Barry Green, who is injured at the moment. One of the young players we got through last season as well. We've got Matindo at right back, a good player, but of course he's also going to be sharing that position with our new signing, Jean Carlos Garcia. In defence, we're going to use Liam Joyce a bit more. We gave him a chance towards the end of the season. He looked pretty good, so I think we're going to give him a bit more football this season. And alongside him, of course, we're going to have Steve Cooper, who should get a cap for Gibraltar hopefully soon. And then Alan Pons, our new left-back signing. We did try and sign another left-back, but I don't think it quite went through. But we have got Alex Ross on the bench. We've got Matthew Hunter as a younger player. So we've got enough cover there, I think. In the middle, of course, Frank Evans. Really good stats. I really like him in the middle. And Tristan Sargent, again, a very, very good player in the middle. And then we're going to have an attacking right midfield is Tony Ball, who was a demon for us last year. Got a lot of assists. Very good player. Our highest capped player in our squad as well. And Lee Casquero, an attacking left midfield. Can play striker as well if need be. Then up front, of course, we have Hulk, who has a bit of injury problems. So we might have to keep an eye on that this season. And, of course, our top goal scorer from last year, Isaac Cortez, who I think can only continue to grow this year. On the bench, of course, we've got some great players. We've got Jack Yeboah, who made his debut towards the end of last season. A fantastic performance, so we might have to see a bit more of him this season. We've got the very utility player, if you will, in Isaac Carrito. Can play defence, can play midfield. We used him quite a lot last year. Aloin Gonzalez, who is a up-and-coming player, I think, got some decent stats. I think he's definitely going to start to come into it a bit more. We got Lobaton, who we brought towards the end of last season. He was a very good player as well, playing up front alongside Cortez. Really assisted a lot of goals for Cortez, so he's going to be our backup striker, I think. Alex Ross, who can play left-back and centre-back, does have a cap for Gibraltar, but I think he's going to be more of a backup player this season. Alvaro Dominguez Alvarez played very well last season, one of our best players, I think, but he probably won't be #1 choice this year because of our new signing, Tristan. Who else we got? We have got Jack Peachman as another backup striker. Did very well towards the end of the last year when we gave him a couple of opportunities, and I'm hoping to see more from him this year. Of course, he's only 16 years of age. And then, of course, we have Barry Green, our second choice or first choice equal goalkeeper. Matthew Hunter, who can play all the way across defence. Again, really good stats. We'll see some more of him this year. Who else we've got? We've got Chima, who played a lot last year, but I don't know how good he is. But I think this year he's going to have to be a bit more of a backup player, because I think our centre-backs are a lot better this season. Jean Carlos Garcia, like I said, the right back. And, of course, Neil Montegrifo, who got a lot of assists last year. How many assists did he get? He got 10 assists and 4 goals in 25 games for Gibraltar United. So a very, very good player. And I think it's going to be a really good season. Of course, we have got our reserves at the moment who are full up with our normal players because we're trying to get some match fitness into them. But there's no one new down here at all. We've got some of the same players, some of the younger players. And, of course, under 21s is a bit short because a lot of them have been brought up to the main squad already. But that's about it, really. Let's have a quick look at the schedule. There it is. So we're going to start the season off against Europa FC, which is a big match. So I'll probably play the first 3 matches, and then maybe on one episode, then maybe the second 3 matches on another episode, then maybe them 3 matches. We've got to get the... Yeah, I'm going to try and do some more off camera this season, just so the season doesn't take too long. But I think these first few matches are going to be very, very important. Once we've done these, we can start to establish which games aren't going to be as important. Well, that's handy. The game recorder cut us back off. We were so close to finishing the episode, and the game recorder cut us off again. But yeah, so we're going to do. I'm going to play some more of the games off camera this year, just to try and speed the season up a little bit. It's going to be a very, very long-term save, this one, so there's going to be a lot of seasons to get through. So I don't want to waste too much time, like 10, 15 episodes per season. We'll try and whiz through as much as we possibly can. But yeah, we've got our Europa FC in the Senior Cup League. So the Senior League Cup quarter-final, that is the replacement for the League 2 one we won last year. And we're going to have the Rock Cup as well at some point. So it's going to be a very interesting season. And like I said, we are going to have a couple of... Which is the quickest way to get to Gibraltar? Is that it? Nope. Let's just click on a random person. Hopefully, there we go, Gibraltar. We're going to have a couple of friendlies as well. We've got Gibraltar versus Moldova. And there's some more on here as well. Hong Kong and Estonia. So I think I'll do Moldova versus Morocco. I'll do Moldova and Morocco on a video, showing you guys just those 2 friendly matches. And I might do it again later on for the Hong Kong and Estonia matches. We are going to try and take over the Gibraltar national side at some point, so I'm just trying to get a real feel for the Gibraltar side. And of course, it's nice to watch our players and see how well they get on as well. But I'll probably do those as separate episodes, just in case you don't want to watch them. You can skip them. But yeah, that's probably going to be our next episode before we get into our league matches. So I hope you have enjoyed this episode. I hope it's really put the enthusiasm into you, like it has to me, for the upcoming season. I'm really looking forward to it. I think I'm going to do a little bit of it now before I go to bed. I've been playing this now for 14 hours, recording constantly, episode after episode. So, yeah, I'm really enjoying this, and I just can't wait to get into our second season now. I can't wait to test ourselves against some of the best teams in Gibraltar, and hopefully we're going to do pretty well. I can't see us winning the league this year, but I think mid-table to upper mid-table. I think there's 12 teams in the league, isn't there? So I think if we finish about 4th or 5th. Oh, there's 10 teams. If we finish, I'm thinking between 3rd and 5th. That's our target, I think, for me. That's definitely our target. I don't think we'll get relegated. But I suppose we'll have to wait and see. So, yeah, like I say, I'm going to stop talking now. That's the end of the episode. Please like if you have enjoyed, because it does help me out a lot. And, of course, subscribe if you're enjoying this for a lot more of the Gibraltar Challenge. And if you've got any ideas for any other challenges, I'm thinking of some other countries I might be able to do the same thing with, then please let me know in the comment section below, and I'll have a look into it and see if it's going to be viable. But I've been Shabby Gamer, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you all for the 2 Gibraltar national friendly matches. Goodbye!